to start by thanking you, Elder Claudette Commanda, for sharing your words of welcome and starting today's ceremonies in such a good way. Miigwech. Je voudrais commencer par reconnaître que nous sommes.
First of all, I'd like to recognize that we are here together on the unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation, whose history, culture, and presence have been the life blood of this territory, and this for millennia.
Je suis très, très heureuse.
I'm so happy to be here with you, all of you, and together with my dear colleague, Minister Pascal Saint-Onge,
Happy Canada Day.
to celebrate Canada Day.
Today is such a great day. Today is a time for us to reflect on the values that unite us as Canadians. For generations, we Canadians have worked and sometimes fought to build a Canada where everyone can share in the promise of our great country. Our work is, and always will be, unfinished. There are old problems we have yet to solve and fresh challenges for us to meet. But today is the one day of the year when we can set aside our national modesty and proudly declare that our Canada, our true north, strong and free, is the best country in the world! It really is. Nous avons une démocratie.
Our democracy is strong, and we also have strong institutions. We are a country which encourages fairness and freedom, and we defend those values at home and throughout the world. Many people would like to come and live here with us.
Most importantly, ours is a country of good, kind people. Of neighbors who will make you soup and shovel your driveway when you're sick. Of entire communities who come together to sponsor families fleeing war or devastation. Those communities sure deserve a hand. We have so much to be proud of and so much to be grateful for. Because what really makes Canada great is Canadians. Each one of us, every single person here, every single person watching, builds our great country every day in the generosity we show a stranger, in our hard work in canola fields and research labs, in our dedicated and loving teaching of our children. And Elder Commanda, they really are our future. Alors que nous célébrons
As we celebrate the 157th anniversary of Canada, Let's commit to working together each and every day to build a Canada that guarantees fairness and freedom for every generation. Today and for all the years to come. Happy Canada Day, everyone.
Happy Canada Day, everyone. It's a beautiful day. We live in the best country in the world, and I am so glad that we're celebrating here together. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau.
Hello everyone, bonjour à tous, and happy Canada Day. I'm sorry I can't be with you today for this incredible show. Et merci beaucoup à tous ceux qui ont travaillé très fort pour organiser les activités d'aujourd'hui.
And thank you to everyone who worked so hard to organize today's activities. Whether it took you a few minutes to get here or whether you had to fly, whether you live in Canada or whether you're just visiting. Today, we all come together to celebrate the best country in the world.
The land and the story that is Canada. It's a story that began more than 157 years ago with Indigenous peoples who've called this land home since time immemorial. It's a story of resilience. C'est aussi une histoire de sacrifice.
It's also a story of sacrifice when Canadian soldiers charged the beaches of Normandy to fight for freedom. They knew they were risking their lives. But freedom, even freedom on the other side of an ocean, the freedom for generations of people that those soldiers would never meet, was worth defending.
They're safeguarded every day by trailblazers, journalists, activists, organizers. People who want to keep building a country where we can disagree, sometimes passionately, but where we always come together in the pursuit of something greater than ourselves. A country where everyone has a fair shot, no matter who they are, where they come from, how they pray, or whom they love. Those are the values that hold us together as Canadians. They're the reason so many people save up everything they have and leave behind everything they know to be a part of our story. It's a story that includes injustices, ones that we are confronting on our shared path of reconciliation. It's a story of learning that we're stronger not in spite of our differences, but because of them. And it's a story that's still being written by incredible Canadians who are stepping up for their community and their country. Des personnes courageuses, bienveillantes, et
People who are courageous, well-meaning and resilient, they are at the heart of Canada's story. And that's why our country is the best country in the world, because people don't stop working hard to make it even better. So let's continue being worthy of everything that Canada has to offer.
Happy Canada Day.
Our next performer will transform the La Breton Flats into a veritable dance floor. I am honored to share the stage with her. She's not only a talented host, but she's first and foremost a phenomenal artist. Last year, she celebrated 20 years in the industry. Since 2003, her songs have repeatedly topped the radio charts with 6 albums, 5 platinum certifications, 15 sold-out concerts at the Bell Centre in Montreal. She's one of Quebec's greatest artists. Ladies and gentlemen, performing the first single from her upcoming album, voici Marie-May et sa nouvelle chanson Sur le plancher.
Monter sur mon dos, toi et ton
Mary May. We now take you to Newfoundland, where the official ceremony to mark the 100th anniversary of the Newfoundland National War Memorial took place earlier today. Included in the ceremony was the reinterment of the remains of the unknown soldier from the World War I to his final resting place.
Ce soldat inconnu a enfin été rapatrié de France.
The unknown Newfoundland soldier was repatriated from France today to find his final resting place in his homeland.
Directement de St. John's, veuillez accueillir la 30e gouverneur général du
Please welcome the 30th Governor General of Canada, Her Excellency and Right Honourable Mary Simon.
Hello to everyone celebrating at La Breton Flats Park in Ottawa. Bonjour à tous les Canadiens.
Hello to all Canadians who are listening to us across the country.
Bonne fête Canada.
Happy Canada Day.
Today, I'm in beautiful Newfoundland and Labrador. There is so much to discover throughout our country. Beauty that is worth protecting. History that is worth preserving. Wherever you are celebrating Canada Day, I encourage you to learn about the history of this land and acknowledge Indigenous peoples at every opportunity. Learn about Indigenous art, culture, innovation, and language to connect with Indigenous communities to advance reconciliation. Comme je l'ai déjà dit,
As I've already said, reconciliation is a way of life and a continuous journey. It is our collective responsibility to embark on the path to healing and inclusion and to understand one another. Across the country, we make progress. We see progress being made by people who make their communities stronger. That is a great source of inspiration to me. These are people who act with goodness and compassion. They are building a future of justice and solidarity. They also remind us our duty to remember.
the powerful ceremony here in St. John's, the unveiling of the tomb of the unknown Newfoundland soldier. Part of celebrating our country is reflecting on the past, honoring the fallen, and thanking those who serve our country every day. Another part is including everyone in celebration. Canada is a place shaped by many opinions and perspectives. It helps to define our collective identity. We all have a role to play in embracing and celebrating our diversity. Indigenous peoples, youth, new Canadians, and people of all cultures and backgrounds. Nous avons tous un rôle à jouer.
We all have a role to play in celebrating each other.
Each of us can lead with empathy and dialogue. J'ai de l'espoir pour notre avenir.
I have hope for our future.
Canada that is special, respectful, inclusive, and sustainable for generations to come. Once again, I wish everyone a happy Canada Day. Encore une fois, bonne fête Canada.
Once again, I wish everyone a happy Canada Day.
De retour sur la scène de la fête du Canada, another
Back on
historic...
stage of Canada Day,
La semaine dernière, le PDG de la Société géographique royale du
the
Canada
CEO of the Royal Geographic Society of Canada, John Gaga, with an international team of experts, has found one of the shipwrecks which are most looked after.
Ernest Shackleton, one of the world's most famous polar explorers.
From a historic find to celebrating Canada's history and what it means to be Canadian, Today, we are joined by 17 new Canadians from around the globe who were sworn in and completed their citizenship journey earlier today.
Aujourd'hui, alors que nous célébrons notre beau pays, nous sommes
As we celebrate our beautiful country, we are in the company of 17 new Canadians coming from all corners of the globe who are now today completing their itinerary and their travel towards citizenship.
Of our national anthem.
Please rise. Veuillez maintenant vous joindre à la chorale Unisong for our national anthem.
That's
Également interprété en langage des signes par Kit
also interpreted in sign language.
Canada, let's give it up for all the fantastic performers that hit the stage today.
Une bonne main d'applaudissements pour les musiciens et les choristes de la
Let's give that for our musicians and people and singers, and also Isabelle Racicot at 8 p.m. on Suivez le rythme.
Be sure to tune in tonight at 8 p.m. for the Canada Day evening show, Feel the Rhythm on CBC. Hey man, look at your beautiful daughter out there flying her paper plane. You must be so proud.
Oh my God, I am so proud. I love you, Gigi. Good job.
Your daughter Giselle has every reason to fly her paper plane today as the Royal Canadian Air Force celebrates its 100th anniversary. Canada Day is the perfect occasion for this commemoration with representatives of the Royal Canadian Air Force.
Effectivement, c'est pas un hasard si elle joue avec cet avion en
And it's not just by chance that she is playing with this paper aircraft, because the Royal Canadian Air Force is celebrating the 100th anniversary today. And so we have representative from the Royal Canadian Air Force. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day to you all! Woo! We cannot have a Canada Day without a Canada Day parade, right? This parade is going to take place in the sky above you. Oui, mesdames et messieurs, la fête du Canada.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a Canada Day without a parade is not a Canada Day, but this time it will happen in the sky. So we have a special guest today.
Has begun. I'm going to call on Lieutenant General Eric Kenny, Commander of the Royal Canadian Air Force, accompanied by Chief Warrant Officer W.J. Hall, the RCIF Command Chief Warrant Officer. Please welcome them. Back to 1971. Colonel Owen Bradley Obethel, commander of the Canadian Forces Base Moose Jaw, put together a team that would be Canada's aerial ambassadors.
Oh, yeah.
The name of the team, contest held at local schools. Douglas Farmer, out in Saskatchewan, named the team the Snowbirds.
Mesdames et messieurs, et maintenant, les plus grands ambassadeurs de l'aviation royale canadienne.
And now the greatest ambassadors of Canadian pilot skill since 1971, the Snowbirds, for their 2024 demonstrations, flying the colors of the Royal Canadian Air Force. The Snowbirds and the Hornets.
Captain Caleb Robert, all signed tango in the Centennial Hornet.
Wow.
On the next Go First, we celebrate Canada's 157th birthday.
Being a Canadian, what does it mean to me? That's a great question.
Well, I guess Canadian